What's going on, guys? It's Pokepond back with another video. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to make a video for the off channel. We're going to make a video for Pond Talks, and I decided to turn this off channel into more of just a place where I can just sit and chat, and it's not like a super serious video, and I can just get some comments out there. And yeah, it's just a nice creative space where I don't have to feel rushed into a format, and I can just sit down and, as the title of the channel says, I can just talk. Let's talk about Pokemon. Let's talk about everything that's going on at the moment. So yesterday I put up a video which was talking about Pitch Black, saying, has the Pokemon market got this wrong? What's funny about the majority of my content and the majority of my videos is 99% of the time I'll make the video not knowing what the title is going to be. I will just make a normal video like I do each and every week, just comparing the market, saying what's going on with prices. It just so happened that Pitch Black had just come out. So after the video's done, hours later, after it's finished uploading and everything, I need to come up with like a thumbnail and a title. And it's getting late in the evening, and I'm just like, well, at the start of the video, you know, I talked about Pitch Black a little bit. Maybe we make a Pitch Black title. Maybe we just say, you know, maybe the market's got it wrong, because prices seem really, really cheap on Pitch Black at the moment. And as I said in the video, I'm like, it's not an amazing set. It's a very mid-tier set, but I think it's underpriced. It shouldn't be one of the cheapest sets on the market. And I think a lot of the reason for that is because of the market conditions around it. You know, we've got the 30th anniversary coming up, so people are taking a break ready for that. We've got Delta Rain coming up. And I feel like if we didn't already have those announcements, there probably would have been a little bit more hype around Pitch Black, I think. I personally think that it's not a bad set. Like I said, it's a very middle of the road to slightly above average set. But when we look at sets in Scarlet and Violet that have been very similar market conditions to that, I would compare it to stuff like Journey Together, Paradox Rift. If you're even Black Bolt, people will get mad at me for saying that. People love Black Bolt. I'm not saying that to trigger people. And a lot of people will take that the wrong way. They'll now say, oh, Black Bolt is 1,000 times better than Pitch Black. What my point is whichever sets you like, all Scarlet and Violet sets are over $300 now. So for a brand new set to come out and to be $200, around that range, is actually a really positive thing for the hobby, not just from a collector's standpoint of view, but also from us as sealed collectors as well. It's an excellent opportunity to make a very low risk play. I mean, look at some of these sets. Shrouded Fable was famously sat around one of my local card stores, over ordered it for distro and couldn't move it for a profit. They sat on it for months and months and months because there wasn't the demand for it. Now you look at the ETB, it's going for, you know, not mega money, but it's increased in price significantly. Stellar Crown was very badly received and is now going for over like $340. Obsidian Flames famously was really badly received when it first came out. It was sat around for $90 a box, and that's a Charizard or bust set, and the cards have no value nowadays. But look at the price of it. It's what, $400, something like that? So in more than $400, I think. So what my point is the video, when I filmed it, had no intention to say Black Bolt is the best play in the world. That was never the intention of the video, but people are so quick to see a thumbnail or a title and then dismiss like the whole video. Like, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Pitch Black is mid. And I feel like that is the sentiment in the whole hobby right now. And whenever there's that sentiment on a set, usually it's a good opportunity to buy, because not many people are putting it away. It doesn't seem like an obvious play. And we've seen from Scarlet and Violet, everything rose up to $300. Even the worst sets that no one wanted. Even Shrouded Fable has increased a decent amount in price. Stellar Crown, Obsidian Flames. No one even wanted Paldea Evolved when it first came out. Honestly, it sat around for $90 a box for nearly a year. So I just think it's interesting how people hyper-focus on that one thing. Like, I make an hour-long video talking about the market as a whole, and they focus on the title and the first 3.5 minutes of me talking about Pitch Black. And all I say during Pitch Black was, it's an okay set. And I think that it's cheap if you want to pick it up. It's not amazing, but it's not a bad set either. And I just think that's really funny. I feel like a lot of that as well is also down to toxicity in the hobby. When I queued up for Pitch Black release, I was talking to a lady who must have been in her late 50s, early 60s. She was ahead of me in the queue for Pitch Black. And she said she was queuing up for her grandson. And I think that's brilliant. She wanted to get him an ETB. She said he just rips through packs. Great. Awesome. But then she started talking about scalping. Now, this is a woman who's not actively involved in the hobby. She's just regularly going out and buying packs for her grandson. And she's talking about scalper this, scalper that. That guy looks like a scalper. Look at him. He's got a camping chair. He must be a scalper. And I was shocked at that. I was proper shocked. And then I started explaining what I did. I said I buy seal product. I said I don't buy a lot of it. I buy a couple of boxes here and there. Well, that's a little bit of an understatement. And I put it away for many, many years. And then I sell it back to the market. And she didn't know how to take that. She didn't understand, because that kind of play wasn't in her vocabulary. She didn't know what a seal collector or investor was. And you could tell from talking to her that she was having an internal battle in her mind about whether I'm a scalper, but actually we're having a nice conversation and I seem like a really nice guy. And then she tried to lecture me and say, well, just remember, every box that you're buying, you're taking that away from a child. And I was just like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm here buying in a queue where it's one per person, queuing up for 2 hours to buy one ETB. And you think I'm the problem in the hobby, taking it away from a child. And it's not that it's her fault. It's the toxicity in the hobby. I mean, this lady was of an age where she's not listening to the Instagram hype, the YouTube hype. She probably doesn't look at any Pokemon on YouTube or Instagram or anything like that, or any socials. And yet she still has that mentality of everyone's a scalper unless they're ripping it. And I just thought that was a really interesting observation, to see someone who's outside of the social media bubble and to see how they think about the market at the moment. That unless you're ripping it and collecting it, you're the problem. I think that we can take something from that. And I feel like there's so many problems in the hobby right now. I get so much negativity for doing what I do, even with like people in the industry as well. When I meet people who do Instagram or they're collectors at LCSs and I talk to them and I explain what I do, you get tarred with the scalper brush. They're like, oh, and they kind of, oh, you do that, you keep it sealed, and they kind of look down on you. I think it's crazy. I think there's a lot of problems in our hobby. and there's so much toxicity that it's really put me off of going to a lot of these big card shows, because even though a lot of the creators that go there will be cool, you run the risk of running into these people, these toxic people that think you're the problem in the hobby. And it's not cool. Even just making that pitch black video, I got so many toxic comments that I had to delete. You don't know what you're talking about. Pitch black is a mid-set, gone, on to the next video, all that kind of nonsense. And it's like, I think I talked about pitch black for about 3.5 minutes. I just find it so interesting. I've been making quite a lot of shorts for short form videos for Facebook as well. And the Facebook community has been really eye-opening, because some of my shorts went semi-viral, went to like 50,000 people. I had multiple shorts that went over 50,000 people. And the amount of horrible comments I got were crazy. Even when I'm just talking about things like, yo, 30th is coming out, I think prices are going to be high. If you want some boxes, you know, probably buy in early into it. I've got so much hate. I'm not even talking about buying it and putting it away. I'm just talking about product availability. And I've got so many comments saying, oh, you know, like, he must be paid by the scalpers. Never feed it. You're the problem. If you're paying anywhere over retail, even if like a lot of people think that even if you're ripping the packs, if you're paying anywhere over retail at the beginning, then you're the problem. And that's crazy. So this video is kind of twofold. It's been a nice opportunity just to sit here and just speak my mind. I'm going to do this more often, I think. If you like this style of video, then comment down below and let me know. And I'll make more for this off channel, because the off channel was just kind of sat there doing nothing. And it's fun. It's fun to be able to have a non-serious talk about the hobby. So it's kind of twofold. It's a bit of venting about the hobby and about how we're just looked down on so much, and about how creators are just really, like, they get a rough deal. Like, we do get the worst comments, and you probably don't see a lot of that because I remove a lot of them as well. But I'm just telling you, it's a thankless job. It really is, making content. You have to deal with an overwhelming amount of negativity, which is not very cool. And also it's nice to talk about pitch black as well, and give you guys a bit of a perspective behind the video as well, that it was never meant to be a let's all invest in pitch black because it's amazing. It was a, hey, look, here's a middle of the road set and it looks undervalued. That's all it was. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll keep it fairly short and sweet. You know me, I could sit and talk for hours, but we'll cut it off there for now. And if you enjoyed it, let me know down below and I'll make more episodes. Subscribe to this off channel, and we'll make more just like chilled content for this off channel. It means that I'll be able to upload more regularly, because I won't have to make like a fully formed structured video like I normally do. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Subscribe down below to the new channel. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up to push my content out there further. Have a wonderful day, and peace.